Swami Vivekananda said, the main difference between men and the animals is the difference in their power of concentration. All success in any line of work is the result of this. A magnifying glass can burn a piece of paper when the rays of the sun are focused through it on one point. The fire could only be ignited when the sun's rays were concentrated on a small point. When the magnifying glass was moved too far away or too close to the paper, the rays were not focused enough and nothing happened. This experience describes vividly how the power of concentration works. It is a skill which enables you to fix your attention on one single thought or activity while at the same time excluding from your awareness everything else. When you focus your mind, you conserve your energies and do not dissipate them on irrelevant thoughts or activities. This is why developing concentration is vital for anyone aspiring to be more efficient and take charge of his or her life. This skill is essential for every kind of success. Without it, your efforts get scattered, but with it, you can accomplish great things. Swami Vivekananda said it perfectly. Concentration is the systematic development of the mind. To me, the very essence of education is concentration of mind, not the collection of fact. If I have to do my education over again and had any voice in the matter, I would not study facts at all. I would develop the power of concentration and detachment, and then with a perfect instrument, I would collect facts at will. Do you now realize why it is so important and worthwhile to develop and improve the ability to concentrate? Now, the question is, can this concentration be developed and can we become master of it? To develop this power, you need to train and exercise it. Thoughts constantly claim our attention, wasting our time and energy on unimportant and useless matter. They actually rule our life. We have become so used to this condition that we regard it as natural. Imagine a common situation. You need to study something for your job or for your exam. You sit comfortably on the chair with the book on the table and start reading. But a few moments later, you hear people talking outside. You listen to them for several minutes and then bring your attention to the book. After a while, you feel restless and switch on the radio to listen to music. You continue reading for a few moments and then you remember an incident that occurred yesterday and you started thinking about it. After some time, when you look at your watch, you are amazed to find out that one complete hour has passed and you have hardly read anything. This is what happens when one lacks concentration. Imagine what you could have accomplished if you could control your attention and focus your mind. There are numerous benefits in developing the power of concentration, like controlling of your thoughts, the ability to focus your mind, peace of mind, freedom from annoying thoughts, the ability to choose your thoughts, better memory, improved self confidence, inner strength, strong willpower, decisiveness, the ability to study and comprehend more quickly, inner happiness, and deeper and successful meditation. Do you go to the gym? If you do, how many times a week and for how long? Sharpening the needle of concentration requires practice like everything else in life. It is the same with developing your concentration. You need training and practice. Even practicing only 10 minutes a day of concentration exercises will do you good. I'm going to talk about few simple concentration exercises. By practicing these mental exercises, you train the mind, learn to master it, and put it in its proper place as your servant and not your boss and master. As Ravin S. Sharma says, the mind is a wonderful servant but a terrible master. As Sadhguru rightly pointed out in his Isakriya meditation, I am not the body, I am not even the mind. Though it might be hard to accept this idea, the mind is not you, the real you, but only a tool that you use. It is an instrument which has great value, but it has to be taught to obey you. Now, the exercise 1, take a book, any book, and count the words in any one paragraph. Then count them again to be sure that you have counted them correctly. After a few times, do so with 2 paragraphs. When this becomes easy, count the words of a whole page. Do the counting mentally and only with your eyes without pointing your finger at each word. Exercise 2, count in your mind from 100 to 1, skipping each 3 numbers, that is 100, 97, 94 and so on. Exercise 3, choose an inspiring word or phrase or just a simple sound and repeat it silently in your mind for 5 minutes. When your mind can concentrate more easily, try to reach 10 minutes of uninterrupted concentration. Exercise 4, take a fruit, an apple, orange, banana or any other fruit and hold it in your hand. Examine the fruit from all its sides while keeping your whole attention focused on it. Do not let yourself distracted by irrelevant thought that might arise or thought about the grocery from where you brought the food. Stay calm, ignoring and showing no interest in other thought. Just look at the fruit, focus your attention on it without thinking about anything else, and examine its shape, smell, taste, and the sensation it gives you when you touch it. And the 5th exercise, take a small object such as a spoon, a fork, or a glass. Concentrate on one of this object. Watch the object from all sides without verbalization, that is, with no words in your mind. Just watch the object without thinking with words about it. The more time you devote to the exercise, the faster you progress. But you should do it gradually. Start with 5 minutes, and as it becomes easier and your ability to concentrate improve, increase the time. Advice for practicing the concentration exercises. Find a place where you can be alone and undisturbed. If you wish, you may sit cross-legged on the floor, but most people would find it more comfortable to sit on a chair. Sit with your spine erect. Take a few calm deep breaths and then relax your body by directing your attention to it and relaxing each muscle from head to toe. Start with the first exercise. Devote 5 minutes each day. After 1 week of training, you may lengthen the time to 10 minutes. Practice only one exercise until you are able to do it without getting distracted or forgetting it, and without thinking about anything else while practicing it. This might take days, weeks, and even more. Don't be impatient, and there is no need to become frustrated if you cannot focus. Just continue, and gradually your ability would improve. You don't have to be perfect. Even partial success is a great achievement. Proceed to the next exercise only after you are convinced that you have practiced it correctly and with good or reasonable degree of concentration. If you find it too difficult, or if you discover that thoughts distract your attention and make you think about other matters, don't despair. Everyone encounters difficulties along the way. If you persevere and never give up, in spite of difficulties and disturbances, success will crown your efforts. It does not matter if your concentration is weak now. You can develop and strengthen it like any other skill through training. Please share your thoughts below about the concentration exercises and how it is helping you. Thank you all for watching this video.